Long ago, in the faraway land of ancient Greece, there was a golden age of powerful gods and extraordinary heroes. And the greatest and strongest of all these heroes was the mighty Hercules.
We thought doing Hercules as a screwball comedy somehow made sense, because to us, so much of movies based on mythology have a very overly reverential tone. We wanted to break that. This is Ron Clements, one of the writers and directors of Hercules, along with John Musker. John and I did The Little Mermaid. We did Aladdin, and then after that, Hercules.
I'm Fox Carney, manager of research at the Walt Disney Animation Research Library.
And this is Notes on a Scene. Hercules was very successful when it came out. It wasn't a Lion King, which was like a phenomenon.
Hard to even match something like that.
But Hercules did very well, and as time has gone on, I think it's become more and more popular.
Well, for me, these stories and these characters always stick with me, especially in the nature of Hercules in the film. The characters really seem believable, relatable. If I were to ever come across Hades in real life, I feel like I could actually hang out with him because he feels that real.
Hades was a very fun villain to work on. We auditioned a number of actors, a number of well-known actors actually auditioned for Hades. The interesting thing was when James Woods came in, he completely transformed it.
I regrettably have a full-time gig that you, by the way, so charitably bestowed on me, Zeus. So, can't. Love to, but can't.
Very different than what we wrote. He also turned out, didn't necessarily think of James Woods as a comic actor, but he was very funny, and he actually ad-libbed a lot.
I'd kill myself! If only. If only. Jeez Louise, what got his goat, huh?
Yeah, what's always interesting about Hades is that Hades is almost a two-part character because you've got the character of Hades, but then you've got the hair, because the hair is almost a character in itself.
It's interesting to watch Hades' hair and see what it's doing while we're watching what he's doing, and to think about someone who had to figure all that out and continue this in every scene of Hades in the movie, except the one where it goes out. So this scene, this was actually the audition scene for Hades. James Woods, when he came in, this was a scene that he recorded for his audition. I think this scene might even have a fair amount of ad-libbing on his own.
And it's interesting to see that with the character design, how it ends up having some of the features of James Woods in there, the facial features.
Absolutely. This design didn't come together until we had cast James Woods. James, I think, is a little better looking guy, but it incorporates a lot of things that, like, as a caricature of him.
Yeah. And that's part of the appeal.
Oh, you know what slipped my mind? You'll be dead before you can get to her.
We very early on decided in terms of approaching the material and writing the script to really go for a comic tone. I like Aladdin somewhat.
And visually, you really took a really big chance on the stylization of the film. And Gerald Scarfe being one of the real key people to visualize how these characters would look.
Yeah, it was fun working with Gerald Scarfe. We really based the style of the movie on the work of Gerald. You can tell he draws with his whole arm and these big sweeping curves and very sharp angular movements. Little different than any Disney movie I think we've ever done, kind of a unique style, but it felt right for this movie. It's fun to look back on Hercules and remember the 4 years that we spent making that movie. And for the most part, I would say they were 4 very enjoyable years. We had a lot of fun on this film.
Well, thank you for listening. This has been Notes on a Scene.